Parenting Unplugged is a raw, real, and refreshing take on modern parenting without the filters, sugarcoating, or guilt.
Hello, Meltdown seasoned parent, Tantrum traumatized caregivers, and those of you silently saying, please, not in the car park, as your child slowly spirals into chaos. Welcome back to Parenting Unplugged, the podcast that talks about moments you don't post on Instagram. The yelling, the throwing, the collapsing on the pavement while strangers pretend not to stare. I'm your host, Tia Grace, and today's episode is about one of the messiest parts of parenting. When kids lose it. We will be talking about tantrums versus meltdowns and what you should actually do. Because whether your child is losing it because you peeled their banana wrong, you looked at them in a weird voice, or the wind blew in the wrong way. You probably wondered, is this a tantrum or a meltdown? Am I supposed to hug them or ignore them? Is this normal or should I be worried? So today we are going to break down the difference between a tantrum and a meltdown, talk about what actually goes on in your child's brain during both, and walk through exactly how to respond without needing a wine or a Wi-Fi. So, let's talk about tantrums versus meltdown. What's the difference? First thing first, not all losing it moments are created equal. Here is the basic breakdown. A tantrum is goal-driven, somewhat controlled, still connected to their thinking brain, and often ends quickly if they get what they want, although we don't recommend that. So think that they would say, or think that it kind of goes in their mind that I wanted the blue plate and you give me the red, so I will scream until my soul leaves my body. According to No Drama Discipline book, tantrums are the child's way of testing boundaries or expressing big emotions when they still have some control. They are kind of saying, I'm overwhelmed and I want control back. Whereas a meltdown is full nervous system overload, no longer goal-oriented or goal-driven. The child is dysregulated and disconnected from logic. Often lasts longer, even if you fix the trigger. The Explosive Child book explains meltdown as the result of lagging skills. Things like frustration tolerance, flexibility, or emotional regulation. So while tantrums can feel strategic, meltdowns are survival mode. There is no manipulation. They are just overwhelmed. I remember my child once had a tantrum over not being allowed to eat frozen peas. Then had a full meltdown because I offered her the frosted ones. Can't win. Not supposed to. So, let's talk about what goes on in their brain. The No Drama Discipline book gives us the upstairs, downstairs brain metaphor. This is how it works. Downstairs brain does the basic survival, fight, flight, freeze. Upstairs brain does the logic, empathy, and reasoning. When a child is in a meltdown or even a full tantrum, their downstairs brain takes over. That's why you can't talk to them out of it. Their reasoning brain is offline. The Gentle Parenting book confirms this. In moments of emotional distress, children need help feeling safe, not correction or punishment. So what looks like overreaction is actually their nervous system saying, this is too much, I need help. Even if the trigger was a sock. So, what you should actually do. So let's say your child is losing it. You are in the kitchen, the car, the bedding, or an aisle in Tesco. What do you do? Number one, stay calm. I know, it's easier said than done, but it works. Janet Lansbury said, be the confident captain of the ship, even in stormy seas. They need you calm, not reactive. Number two, connect first. No Drama Discipline book reminds us, connect before you correct. Kneel down, do eye contact, and use gentle voice. You are upset. I'm here for you. This regulates their nervous system better than any timeout ever could. Number three, don't talk too much. No lectures, no logic. They can't hear it. Just be present and right away with them. Number four, protect the space. Not control their behaviour. If they are thrashing, make sure they are safe. But don't try to stop the storm. Just help it pass. 5. Debrief later. Once calm returns, revisit the moment. That was really hard earlier. What can we try next time? The Explosive Child book calls it this as a Plan B. Collaborative problem solving after the fact. I remember once I calmly said, I see you are having a hard time, as my child was mid-meltdown in the shopping trolley. A stranger walked past and muttered, so is everyone else. Welcome to parenting in public. Not everybody understands, but don't worry about it. Let's recap. Tantrums are emotional expressions with some control. Meltdowns are emotional explosion with no control. Your job isn't to stop the storm, but to be the safe harbor they can return to. Your calm, not your control, is what helps them to come back to center. Thanks for listening to this episode. If you ever walked away from a tantrum red-faced, sweaty, and silently saying, what just happened? This episode was for you. Next week, we are talking about discipline and why punishment isn't teaching. So discipline is not punishment. What actually teaches kids do better. Until then, ride the waves, keep breathing, and keep surviving. You got this. See you soon. Bye.
Let's ditch the perfection and embrace the realness of parenting unplugged. New episodes every week. See you soon.